Hello, gore horrors and fellow deadites. I'm Brennan,
I'm Sam.
and welcome to our life in horror.
We were just talking about Wiener.
You can't just go, I'm gonna ask you a question and then be all mischievous about it and not tell me what it is.
I told him I was going to put him on the spot and ask him a question when we go live.
Yeah, so now I'm all insecure and self-conscious about what the question's gonna be.
All right, here's the question. When did you buy strawberry sprinkled Pop-Tarts and not tell me?
Last time we went grocery shopping.
I saw them in the cover. You know those are my favorite.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's my favorite flavor of Pop-Tart, and I thought you didn't like those.
Yeah, I don't.
Then why'd you buy them?
I thought I might like them.
I literally opened the cover before we came downstairs. I was like,
I was
the sprinkles.
I was like, maybe I'll give these a shot again. And then the first day I ate them, I'm like, this is why I don't buy them.
Well, then I'm gonna get into those.
Oh, okay. I got a pack in my lunch bag. I can give you too.
We just don't have a toaster. Do you put them in the oven? You just eat them.
Yeah, just
dry.
How
the doughy part tastes dry, does it not? Like I like it nice and toasty.
Yeah, it is, because the doughy part or whatever just crumbles in your hand as you're holding it.
How do you guys eat your Pop-Tarts?
I get the s'mores one, so it's a graham cracker, so it doesn't break apart, crumble into fucking dust.
Okay.
When I eat it, and it's way more delicious in my opinion.
All right, let's bring our guest out here. We're enough of Pop-Tarts. Hello, David.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for joining us so late.
No worries.
I know you had to nap to come on.
Yeah.
How do you like your Pop-Tarts? Do you guys have Pop-Tarts there?
We do, but I've never had them, so I have no.
Never had a Pop-Tart.
No.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, I don't think I had a Pop-Tart until I was much older in life. Because that is a gift my mother would not give me as a child.
We grew up with Pop-Tarts in my house all the time.
Yeah, no,
my dad likes sweets though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Big on Dunkaroos. My mom would give me Dunkaroos.
You guys have Dunkaroos there?
If we do, I've never seen them.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
No, don't have a clue.
Oh.
They're gross now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, they're little crackers, and then the
more so cookies.
Yeah, okay, they're cookies, and then the other side is a little pod that's filled with icing, and then you dip it.
You Dunkaroo. You dunk them.
Yeah.
We have something like that, but it's not a sweet thing. It's no, wait, no, it's the ones we had was it was I think they were mini breadsticks, and the other side was cheese or something. I think
we have those too. I still buy those. Little 100 calorie snack.
That's the closest we've got, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same deal. It's the same type of container. It's just a cookie and some icing instead. Both are horrible for you.
Yeah. There used to be peanut butter ones like that too. Oh. Did they stop making those?
I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Maybe they did that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stop talking about Dunkaroos and cheese and let's say hi to the chat quick, and then we'll talk about this movie. Oh, what did you think I was going to ask? Did you have any idea?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, buddy. And yes, David does not have a YouTube page, but thank you for reminding me. Tell everyone where they can find you. You've been on a few times, so I completely forgot.
I'm on X at Sparkly Goodness, and I'm on Blue Sky at I think it's Huckle Bisky whatever.
I don't remember either. Perfect. Big Rod is here. Hey, Big Rod. Big Rod just followed me on X today.
I heard.
Yeah, and I said something like, is this the Big Rod? And he goes, I don't know if it's the Big Rod, but I'm the one always driving while you're live. And I'm like, you're the only Big Rod I know, man. You're the Big Rod. Can't say I know another. Yes, rest in peace. Sad news today. Ryan did not know. David, you gotta try Pop-Tart.
You could go out tomorrow, buy a box of strawberry and a box of s'mores, and let
see
us
whose
know.
side you're
yeah,
on.
let's know who's better.
They do have them in the Sainsbury's by where I work, so yeah, I can do that.
Yay!
Okay.
Team strawberry sprinkles.
I'm telling you, it's s'mores all the way.
Toast them though. Don't eat them dry and flaky.
I'm sure they would be better toasted.
Yeah, they're like syrupy in the middle. Yeah, it's good. Hey, Nikki. This was a first time watch for us, and we have not seen the sequels yet. So
Yep.
I've heard good things about 2. I've heard bad things about 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The sequels lined up exactly how I imagined they would line up.
Did you just watch the first one?
Who, me or?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the first one. I googled the other 2, and I wasn't surprised because the second one, like the ratings like fine, and then it was like the third one like was panned, but it's also got the subheading of the beginning, so I was kind of expecting it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll definitely check them out, but yeah, low expectations for that third one, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Jamie. Thanks for joining us. And we got the other Ryan. I always say the other Ryan. What's up? I'm so upset about David Lynch. I wouldn't even be a YouTuber creator if he didn't make Twin Peaks: The Return. I'm definitely a super fan. We just bought the prequel movie.
Fire Walk with Me.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Twin Peaks, but we want to get into it. Have you seen Twin Peaks?
Yes, the first, well, the original like 2 seasons that were made then, I really like them. Firewalk with Me is there was stuff about it that I loved, but it was that felt like more sort of like David Lynch let loose. It's like very whoa. And when The Return came out, I watched some of it, but it was a bit like heavy going for me at the time, so I do need to rewatch that again because I don't think at the time that I was watching it I gave it a fair shot. So I do need to go back to that and watch that again. I might just like do the whole thing in one big go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. We saw the prequel movie on In Search of Darkness. 90s.
Yeah. They talked about it in Search of Darkness, 1990 to 1994, and then Sam bought the movie immediately.
Yeah. It sold me. Strawberry is better, but chocolate Pop-Tarts are the best.
See, I don't like the cookies and cream one.
Hmm.
Not a big fan.
I'm just not big on the chocolatey ones. I like the fruity, I guess. I hated Coldplay, but I don't know if it's because I watched Coldplay 2 first. Oh, that could be why.
Maybe. Yeah, because it's a direct sequel, I think, to the first one. So yeah, that'd irritate me for sure.
Yeah. I'm a frosted blueberry or frosted cinnamon brown sugar fan.
I've never had the frosted cinnamon brown sugar, but they do come in the Costco mega packs, and that's why haven't bought them yet. Because I'm like, I don't know if I'd like that or not.
Don't watch Firewalk with Me until you finish the first 2 seasons of the show.
I was gonna say that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to figure out how to watch the show now.
Sure, Bo's got it.
Yeah, probably. Saddened by Lynch's passing. Absolutely love both Eraserhead and Lost Highway.
I want to see Eraserhead, like real bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's it about? I haven't seen.
I've just seen it's got some crazy ass deformed baby thing in it.
Okay.
It's like crazy.
Lynch did things his way, slow and easy. He's an acquired taste. Yeah, I actually have not seen anything.
I haven't either, actually.
So,
I looked through his filmography and I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, but I always hear his name, so like I'm super curious. Hey, Noel, thanks for joining us.
Hey, no.
All right, so this was all of our first time watch, which is kind of fun. It was your first time watch, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know about this movie before I brought it up?
No, because you mentioned it and I googled it and I saw the box art and I was like, oh, I think I recognize like a few people. And then when it started and I realized it was in Norwegian, I was like, I don't think I know any of the people in this. So.
Was yours dubbed or subtitles?
Subtitles.
Okay.
I have
What?
our DVD.
Yeah, we have it on DVD.
Yeah, so it has the English dub on it, and I feel like it messed with the sound.
Oh.
So like nothing drastic, but like you could hear like things that were already loud, and they drop real low real fast, and then like they'd raise back up again, and then they drop real low, and that was constantly throughout the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. We'll get into our feelings on this.
And it was awfully dubbed.
It was, and that's, yeah, I agree. And that's coming from me. I usually don't mind dubbed. This was horrible.
Just like the voice actors.
This was really bad.
Just like, yeah, the people doing the voice acting.
Felt really cartoony and goofy. Yeah. Actually have a signed copy of the Twin Peaks pilot episode script. That's cool. I hate watching anything in dub. No.
I do too. It drives me nuts.
Depends on my mood, but all right, let me pull up the cast and stuff and I will get into that and then we'll start our discussion. So Cold Prey came out October 13th, 2006. Where's 6.2 on IMDb and 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. Director is Roar Uthog. And starring,
good luck.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Thomas Alf Larson, Rolf Christian Larson. These aren't too bad, actually. Andre Martin. Oh, I spoke too soon. Midstigan, Ingrid Bolso Berdal, Victoria Wing. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
The description is kind of funny. It's written funny. I can't speak.
Okay, so it's written just like your dialogue.
Yeah. I'm tired. I had a really rough week. Eric and his girlfriend Yannicka join newly coupled Mikael and Ingun and single wisecracker Morten on a snowboarding excursion to a remote mountainous region in Norway. When Morten breaks his leg, however, and requires medical attention, the friends take shelter at an abandoned nearby ski lodge. Little do they know, it also harbors an unseen psychopathic killer. Dun dun dun. Spoiler-free thoughts. What do you think of this film?
Yeah, I liked it. It was very like, because it was 2006, I think it came out. So it's like very like of the 2000s, and I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, but it's like it feels like the 2000s had a lot of these types of films coming out, but this was pretty good. Like there were worse films of this type that came out in that era, I think, anyway. So, but yeah, no, it was pretty good, and it was set in the snow, which I like because you don't get that much horror set in the snow. I don't think anyway. But yeah, so I liked it because for me anyway, it was a novelty because I haven't seen that many snow-based horror films.
Okay,
it was fine. Yeah, I think it's incredibly predictable. Bland. Yeah, I just wasn't overly all impressed with this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. I'm going to say hey to Davey quick here before I say my spoiler-free thoughts. Can't stay long for long as I've got training class for my new job, but had to jump in and say what's up. Good luck with the new job.
Yeah, good luck.
That's exciting.
Thanks for popping in.
Did the parents kill their missing child or not? LOL. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. There's tons of winter horror set in the snow. Yeah, we gotta watch some more here, David. Hey, we watched it. We made you watch The Children last time, which is funny because that was a snow movie.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Now we just got to get you on for more snow movies.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the month we're gonna do The Shining.
Are we? Yeah. We
Yeah.
have to get it in this year because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
And every year we say I'm going to watch it and I don't.
Yeah, we keep putting it off.
So my spoiler-free thoughts. I thought it was okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come in being like, I love this movie.
No, I thought it was all right. I'm a big fan of like 2000s horror like this, so I liked the vibes of it, but I feel like it might be because it felt nostalgic, even though like I actually haven't seen this movie, but I've seen many like it, like you said. I agree, the dub was horrible. I think I would have liked this more if we watched it with subtitles. Thankfully, we didn't because I was exhausted last night. We actually didn't finish it last night. We had to finish it today. But it just felt super goofy and cartoony, and it just didn't fit. So I don't know. That's probably why I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was gonna. I would like to maybe rewatch it with subtitles one day, or maybe just watch the sequel. But yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that. Spoiler free. So we'll get into spoilers.
All right.
Y'all have been warned. Describe this movie in 3 words.
I'd put stark, snowy, and pickaxe. I know those aren't strictly adjectives, but
Okay.
It works.
I put cold 2000 slasher.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's a cold 2000 slasher.
I put slow burn slasher.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
it would have been, and my pronunciations on these are going to be awful. So I
That's
think
okay.
it'd be pronounced Janica. I think.
Yeah,
That's what we-
Janica. I don't know.
Yeah.
They pronounced the J, so it's Janica.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she would have been my favorite. Because, well, she was the final girl, and I usually like the final girls in films anyway. But she was the one that felt most well written, I guess. So yeah, her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'm gonna lean in a different direction because yes, I totally agree, and I'm not even gonna say this is my favorite character by any means, but I'm gonna go with Morton.
Okay.
Morton's a rounded, good dude.
Yeah.
I think he's not like pushy towards his feelings for Janica, but yeah, you could tell he clearly has them, and he sacrifices himself at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Okay. That's funny because I was torn between the two of them. But I ended up going with Janica as well, just because, the final girl vibes and her battle at the end I thought was good. And yeah, I just liked her. Morton was funny. Like I enjoyed him getting drunk on the couch and stuff. Like he was comical and fun to watch. And yeah, you're right. He did sacrifice himself too. So that's nice because there's some other men in this movie we'll talk about. But I ended up going with Janica.
Okay.
Who's your least favorite character?
Well, I think it's going to be the other man that you're talking about. I'm going to say Is it pronounced Michael? Mikal?
Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my least favorite. He was a bit. Yeah, like he was a bit too pushy. I'll put it that with Ingun when they're like making out, and then he's just like goes off in a strop, and that's what gives the killer the opportunity for the first murder of the film. And at the end he's just like, yeah, leave him, it'll be fine. So yeah, he was my least favorite.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, as soon as he got mad because she wouldn't put out, I was like, nope, that's it. Least favorite character, writing you down. He even says like, you're such a cock tease or whatever. Like that was how it was dubbed for us. So I don't know exactly the wording it was, but and then he wants to like just leave Morton behind too and just dip, and I'm like, fuck you.
Well, I don't know.
He doesn't care. He just wants to get himself safe
Yeah.
and get some.
Yeah, I'm going with the same guy clearly because I do think out of everybody, he's probably got the least likable traits. I don't know. I don't think he was wrong necessarily for wanting to leave him. It's a tough situation, and you don't know how you're going to react until you're in one. You like to think that you're going to react this way, but you don't know until you're actually in it.
Okay.
All these characters are stupid for not putting on more clothing when they went outside. I'm going to say that for sure.
So if I get injured, you're just going to take off?
No.
We'll see. I see how it is. Leave her to die.
Just saying.
Okay.
Now, one of these people were like, I'm going to leave, but I'm going to put on a couple extra layers of clothing.
Yeah,
In
I
the
thought
Arctic.
that. I did think that a couple times too. Yeah. Who do you think had the best performance?
For me, it's weird because, and I get this with subtitles. Like they all seemed fine, but I don't like because it's subtitles. I was reading what they were saying, so I was like, well, what's written there matches how they're acting there, so I'm assuming that's fine. But there was nothing that stood out to me because I couldn't really gauge it. They all seemed suitably scared when they needed to be, so across the board they seemed fine.
Yeah, I went with the guy that plays Morton, I think, because he plays off that whole leg injury and everything. Like he's like just white as a ghost and freaking out about it and stuff, and then he goes into like drunk mode. I don't know. I guess he had the most range. I don't know. Yeah, everyone was fine, I guess.
Yeah, Janica had some decent range moments.
Yeah.
But I think everybody in this movie was, for what it is, I think they did a pretty good job.
Nikki says, I have a survival instinct. If you can't run, you're getting left. Yeah. I guess you don't know till you're in it. I just didn't. There's other reasons we don't like Miguel.
Yeah, no.
That was just the cherry on top. Score and soundtrack.
I did try and pay attention to this time because this is the one I'm always the worst on, like remembering about. It was good. It was like the bits where it needed to be tense. It was, suitably tense sounding, and when it needed to be like mysterious, it pulled that off well. A lot of the time as well, it was like silence. There was like no music in certain moments, which I do quite like that when they just like rely on the atmosphere that the film's like generated to get the mood across rather than just relying on the music. But the sound, like for the most part, it was it suited it. And the end credits, the song made me laugh a bunch because it was
We
all
both
my
laughed
friends are
too.
dead.
Yeah, the first line of the song.
We both looked at each other and laughed. Hey, stop barking at that. There's nothing there. Yeah, I didn't notice the score too much, to be completely honest. I noticed some of the music though just felt very 2000s, like
Yeah,
just 2000s young music.
yeah. The start of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that lasts for about like 30 minutes.
yeah.
This movie has like epic moments with its score. I couldn't believe it. I was like, when she finds the shotgun and the score just becomes so grandiose, like it becomes so like epic, and I'm like, oh damn, this shotgun's gonna do some damage. Never does, but I was like, I bet you it's not even loaded, and sure shit it wasn't. And I'm like, huh. I'm like, but why is the music so like epic for this for some reason?
Did you find a spider or something? What's going on
He's
over there?
probably barking at his own shadow.
Yeah. Cinematography.
Now this is one that I'm terrible at. There was nothing that stood out as being like particularly bad, but there was nothing that stuck out as being. It was competently done. I don't think there was anything that. I mean, there's the when it shows, we are in spoilers now, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
You
that's
can talk.
When it has the flashback to the killer being, oh, actually, that's a bit. So there's the bit where it flashes back to the killer, where it's like from his point of view, and the snow gets like kicked onto the camera. I liked that, and I also like the aerial shot down the ravine where he was like dropping people, because it's just like you can see a bit blackness, and I was just like, oh, that's getting my vertigo going. So yeah.
Yeah, there was a shot of Ingun running down the hall that I liked. But I don't know, this just look wise just looked so 2000s, and like it had this like whitish filter over it. I don't even know.
It is such an ugly looking film.
Yeah, he said it pretty more bluntly than me.
It is so bland and so like saturated. There's no colors in this whole movie, and it's such a bad thing. Because like at the start of the movie, you could like those scenic shots could look so nice with the mountains and stuff on them. Instead, it's almost all one color. Like the only reason why you don't notice it's snow, or it's snow, is because there's like the parts of the mountain that aren't covered in snow.
Yeah.
Ugly fucking movie. I was actually like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like nice, and like, there's gonna be nice bright blue skies, and it's gonna be like nice white, and like they're gonna be like have like bright clothing on. You would think, no, every color is saturated. There's a brown and it looks gray. Like the one guy's sweater is brown, but it's totally gray.
Yeah.
I did have one nice shot actually, which was there is a shot of the sun going behind the mountain, and I was like, oh, that's a really nice shot actually.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, that's probably the only time you get color in this whole movie. Like, you know how you're saying that Morton looked white?
It was probably just the filter.
It was the fucking filter. They all look white. None of them have a skin tone.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless they're albino. Like, I don't know. It drove me nuts the entire movie. Sorry,
That's okay. You can go on your rant.
No, I already got it up. I'm good.
Hey, Gio. If anyone has not checked out the Movie Canon, go check out his channel. We're going to be on it again coming up in the next couple weeks here. I forget which date we solidified, to be completely honest, but check out Gio's channel.
Yeah.
Talks a lot about figures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great guests, too, he has on. Favorite costumes and outfits. I don't know why I just did a dance, but...
The killer had the best clothes, because everyone else was wearing like regular like clothes that like just regular clothes that you'd wear when you were going outside. So it maybe not as fully prepared as they should be, but yeah. So it was the killer for me, because I loved the way I just love killer outfits where they take where it's something normal but just fucked up enough to be like, ew. So the goggles and everything, the ski mask, like the tattered jacket, loved all of that. So yeah, that was probably the favorite outfit, the one that stood out the most to me anyway.
Yeah, I went the same. Just a big snowman.
Yeah, I did too. I love it too, because it's battle worn. When at the end scene, when you're looking at it, you can see like little rips and tears and like cuts, and maybe one's like a bullet hole or something like that. You can tell he's been through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I wrote down too. I didn't see anything else worth sharing.
Okay.
What?
I thought you had something on there.
No, forget about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, my alarm's going off. Let me just snooze it an hour. Memorable lines?
Nothing stood out to me particularly. There's no. Sorry, there was nothing that left out.
Did you put anything down?
Yeah, I have one.
You go ahead.
It's groovy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the music comes on.
Yeah, I think that's what she says. Yeah.
The music
Yeah.
came on. Yeah.
Well, it was funny because she was looking at the guest book beforehand, and I'm like, oh, she just found the Necronomicon because it was all covered in dust and stuff.
And then she said groovy.
Yeah, and then she just walked and said groovy.
Dude, there's nothing there. He's still growling behind us. I only have sex with the one I love, and he was talking about his hand.
Oh, yeah.
And then I put down I just put this down because I guessed the line when he was like, I have to tell you that I and then she's like, I know.
Oh,
And I literally right before she said I know, I was like, I know. And then she said I know, I was like, called it.
predictable.
Predictable, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any lines disliked?
No, it was the same. Nothing stood out to me. Although the one you mentioned earlier that Mikhail says was, the what? But yeah, so again, nothing much in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down.
Yeah, me neither. What was your favorite kill?
The thing, Ingen, because that was the most like how to phrase this without sounding like a bad person. It was the most like prolonged one. So it was like that was the one that felt like there was the most like because that was it was like a proper like being chased type of kill. So like because she get like I thought that was the one I really liked because it was a proper like running away from the killer, then the killer somehow being in front of her even though he was behind her, and then when he does like she's almost at the top and then it's just like boom, and she gets the pickaxe in the back of the neck. I was like, ooh. So yeah, that one.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. She's got a good chase scene, like you said. It's got the like bloody aftermath of the whatever that was room she was in. I almost said bedroom, but it was like a room.
It was a bedroom.
Was it a bedroom?
Yeah, it was a hotel room.
Yeah, the bloody aftermath. Like for a slasher film, this movie doesn't have a lot of great kills, but I definitely agree with the chase scene. She's got the bloody aftermath. She like when she did get the pickaxe to the shoulder and you could see she wasn't using her arm anymore, just made my shoulder hurt a bit. Plus she's the girl in her undies that's getting chased, so we always love that. Gotta make a Sam comment. Yeah, the other ones just aren't really worth talking about unless maybe the villain. But I mean, yeah, I'm going with her 100%.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you literally took the words out of my mouth. It's like this is the only kill we're talking about.
Yeah.
For like a slasher, it lacks on kills.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah. So with that, what's your least favorite kill?
The one Mikhail, because he feels like because he's the closest thing, like, well, he's like out of the like the survivor sort of thing. He's the most antagonistic of them, so he's the one who like in most slashers, his feels like the death that would be built up to the most because he'd be like, okay, this guy's gonna really get it, and he does. But it's weirdly like when I think of like Ingen's one, which was like a good proper like start to the murder, it felt it should have like escalated more, and he does get his leg stuck in a bear trap, but then he just gets his like neck snapped, and it was just like, huh. I was hoping for more when he died, and there wasn't in most like in terms of blood and like creativeness. It lacked a bit for me. So
yeah, no, I 100% agree. I put him down too because like you said, he's the one that is slightly the bad guy in the group. So it's kind of like, okay, I wouldn't go as far as calling him Trent in Friday the 13th, 2009, but Trent at least gets a good death at the end where you're like, yeah, right. Like that's kind of what I wanted for Mikhail too. He does get a little bit of the karma because he wants to ditch the guy that's got the broken leg, and then he gets his leg stuck in the bear trap, which I was like, fuck yeah. But then, yeah, the simple neck break, I was like, oh, that's how you're gonna end that. Like it just was kind of weak.
We all think alike in this movie. Yeah.
You're just smiling and nodding, like, yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say. No, yeah. I got the exact same kill. I even put like a frowny face beside it.
Yeah. Gore factor and special effects.
I mean, the special effects, there was nothing like otherworldly in it, so in that respect, everything seemed like fine. On that regards, there was nothing where I thought, "Oh, come on, that's badly done." But the gore there was like not anywhere near. Like, I don't think of myself as like a particular like gore fan. Like, I don't. It's not something like I absolutely crave, and I don't need every horror film to be The Terrifier or anything. But like, and because this is Norwegian as well. Like, I've seen other Norwegian horrors like where it's just like blood a go, and it's just, this was like so like held back on the gore, but it didn't even feel as if it was like a stylistic choice. It felt like they just didn't have enough like in the budget for it, so we're hoping people wouldn't notice because it's like so unbloody. I was quite disappointed in that respect, but yeah, not enough gore for what it is.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought the leg break looked good, and like it was really gross when she was trying to super glue it back together. I thought that was nasty.
Yeah.
But that was it. Like the aftermath of the bloodiness was good for Ingun, but yeah, not enough for a slasher.
Yeah. I pretty much just wrote the leg break too, and it looks good. Like the leg break looks all good, but yeah, there's nothing too much else other than that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storyline and pacing.
Well, the story was, as good as it needed to be as a backdrop for a slasher film. There was, so, thumbs up on that. And the pacing, it seemed to move along because it was a short one. It was only an hour 30, I think. So it was, once it got going, it was like moved at a fair clip. Well, so yeah, it was. I didn't mind the pacing for it. It seemed fine, but yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say hey to Jean quick. She popped in. Hello, Jean. Thanks for joining us.
This movie is only an hour 30.
I thought it was an hour 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was closer to an hour 40.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Oh, yeah, sure. I am on the opposite side. I think the first 45 minutes of this movie are too slow. I also think that these people are horrible planners. Because they did not have any backup plan or any set of an emergency exit or nothing. So that infuriated me. And they all seem to have been like doing this for a while. Like they kind of seem like they're almost like the adrenaline seekers. Also, who the fuck climbs a mountain just to go down at once? Fuck. I thought about that too. I'm like, would I really crave just climbing up this mountain just to go down at one time? Because I'm not climbing back up after. Like you already had your workout going up the mountain, and then you're having a second workout going down the mountain. Yeah, I'm done after that.
Bruce, come on. There's nothing there.
I like that this movie does do the weird thing where it kills the virgin first.
Killing the virgin, but she's also the one that gets the closest thing to a sex scene.
Yeah, but she still doesn't have sex. She doesn't break the rules.
No, I guess. It is still the most naked you're going to get, though, out of all these characters.
Janica and the other dude totally fucked beside Morton.
Did they? I forgot about that. Then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
And Buddy was watching for
our final girl should have died.
Morton was watching for a bit, and then he's like, "No, I'm going to drink the rest of my drink."
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And then I just started like to nitpick like little things like that were kind of like just I was sitting there, I was thinking, Bruce, you're driving me bonkers. There's nothing there.
I literally think it's a shadow. I'm sorry.
Like, what's this killer eat? I started thinking about that. There's like no food in this fucking whole hotel. What is this dude eating?
Yeah, where does he go to get the food?
I thought he would be eating the people, at least.
Oh yeah, but he dumps the
And then dumps the bodies.
Hey, come here.
Like, you can't live off fucking trail mix forever. I'm assuming that'd be the only thing he gets off these people. As well as at the end of the movie, I know you said you liked the fight scene. Why didn't she just push him over the edge when he was dumping the bodies?
She was planning her perfect move. If she ran after him, she could have missed and went flying over. It would have been a funny ending.
I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, I get it. You got a lot of weight on top of you. Wait until he moves 2 more bodies. And this dude is so strong. The first time he takes people over, he's carrying 2 at a time. And then from then on, it's 1 person at a time. I'm like,
he got tired.
I'm like, it would be perfect. He just starts carrying 2 over, carries another 2 over. Then as he's setting them down, she just drop kicks that motherfucker into the edge.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, movie over, done. I'm trying to think if anything else is bugging me. I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna deal with our dog quick.
Okay.
You go.
For me, I thought it dragged a little bit, but not in the beginning. I enjoyed the beginning. I liked getting to know these characters and like, I don't know, seeing them go on their trip and everything. I don't know. I like the fun introduction to 2000 slashers when you're getting to know all the different different characters and stuff. So I enjoyed the beginning. It was more so in the middle a little that it dragged for me, I think. But that could have just been because I was really tired. I was literally falling asleep on the couch, which is why we finished today. So I don't know if that's a pacing issue or a lack of sleep. The issue I had was I did not understand this missing boy situation.
He's the killer at the end of the movie.
I understand he's the killer, but what happened to him to make him go missing? Did his parents kill him?
Yeah.
Or try to kill him?
Yeah.
Is he a ghost? Is he a real person?
No, he bleeds. He's a real person.
He's a real person. So they tried to kill him and failed?
Yeah.
And then he got stuck out there?
Yeah. You have to watch the beginning to figure it out now.
Oh God. It just was kind of a weird, I don't know. They just like threw snow at him and then expected me to understand the story.
Yeah, they focus, like, if you didn't see that the killer was this kid this whole movie, I'm sorry. I don't know if you like clearly you knew he was the kid, but I'm just saying they set it up.
I knew it was going to be him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be him. My issue is I didn't understand the whole missing people thing in the beginning. They had all these missing person posters.
He's been killing people for years.
So those are his victims.
I'm assuming.
Okay, and I was wondering why the kid went missing, but it's because his parents tried to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part I didn't understand.
Yeah, like I was reading the synopsis for the 3rd movie, and it says that something about the hotel, and their kid does something that sets them off the edge. So then horrible events start to happen or something. So like clearly this
he ate
kid...
their strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, maybe.
We're kicking him out to the snow.
Maybe. Like that was pretty. It's like a decently sad moment. Like that's awful to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like that was the only thing where I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see that coming. But like that, the birthmark is so like standout-ish that like that's Chekhov's fucking birthmark right there. I know I'm gonna see that again by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That beginning and end bit with the kid, I kind of guessed what was going on, but it was like I did have to like Google the synopsis of the film to be like, oh. Because it's shown so briefly at the beginning that I had forgotten about it. So when she like pulls his mask off and you see the birthmark, I was like, "Oh, it's the kid." And then, when they showed the second part of his origin, I guess it is, at the end, I was like, Who are those people? I'm assuming it's his parents because it's a man and a woman, but I'd Google. Oh, yeah, cool. Okay. They seem awful, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't hold any weight, and they really tried to like kind of weave it into the story because they find like clues throughout it, but like not really. They found like a photo of him and the family.
And they said, "Oh, what an ugly kid," or whatever.
Yeah, and then they
Stop.
what else? They find the last entry in the
journal.
The journal is like, "We hope you find your missing son," or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like
That's kind of lame.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, they're really talking about this kid, so he's definitely the killer.
Yeah, no, I figured that. I just wanted to know why he went missing. I didn't understand that part, but now I understand. One other thing I didn't like was about the storyline was the keys in the pocket with the little teddy bear. I thought that was kind of lame.
What doing in there?
I just didn't love that. Like,
You didn't.
I'm gonna slip my keys in your pocket. Like, ooh.
Yeah, that means she's ready to move in with him.
Is that what that meant?
Yes.
Oh my god! I thought it was just a cute teddy bear. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, that
Okay,
means
Jesus.
she's ready to make a full commitment.
I was tired watching this movie. I should have caught on to that.
She's ready to take the leap.
Okay. Now it's
Yeah.
cute again. I'm gonna say what's up to Gizmo because he just jumped in with some gibberish. I know him in the woods. I told him your address. He is on the way now. Just let him in. I promise he's a good boy. We'll let him in. Don't worry, Gizmo. Even Ryan's like, "Hey, Gizmo, I'm a bit confused by your comment." Yes, Ryan, and hello. I just woke up, so it was the only thing I had to say. I need to work more on my hello comments. Wait, is this movie Norwegian?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Norway.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wonder if he saw it.
Will Irreversible be the new family Christmas movie? No, but you know what? I have considered putting that in my top 10 horror movies of all time. I actually really liked Irreversible.
Oh,
Anyway, that's another topic discussion to talk about.
yes.
Okay, we'll move on from storyline and pacing since I just didn't understand crap apparently. What are some of your favorite scenes if we haven't mentioned them already?
For me, it was most like, well, it was probably the Ingen like chase scene kill.
Yeah.
I did quite like the final sequence, like, because there was a lot of like suspense building up to it, but ultimately, again, because that scene was like, that's like the final scene where she's going up against the killer. I would have liked some more blood, please. So that let down the final sequence for me, to be honest. But yeah.
Okay. I put down Morton getting drunk on the couch was kind of fun. Just getting to know the characters and stuff in the beginning. I enjoyed the Ingen chase scene. Morton eats a frickin' cracker. So, did you notice that? He ate it not normal. He ate
I
it
did
sideways, and I'm like, that's gonna go up your teeth if it was any any skinnier. I'm like, who eats a cracker like that?
Yep.
That's gonna hurt.
I did notice that.
Did you notice that?
It didn't leap out at me. I mean, I eat crackers the traditional way, but it didn't stand out to me.
No, it's like if he was holding it flat, it flipped it sideways and took a bite out of it, and I was like, ouch.
Oh,
There's a comedy sketch about that.
People eat like that?
I don't know if like real people do it, but there's a comedy sketch on
Oh.
somebody's channel I've scrolled through, and they just eat the chip like that to make everybody like really uncomfortable.
Oh, I did not like it. It did make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like nails on chalkboard. Like, oh.
Yeah.
So I had to point that out. Definitely, I'm gonna go with Mikael Bear Trap karma for wanting to leave Morton with his broken leg, because why not throw that in? When Janica wakes up with the bodies on the sled, I kind of like that. That was kind of eerie. And the final fight scene.
Okay.
What you got?
I honestly have nothing.
Nothing. Zero favorite scenes.
I thought it was fine. I just didn't. Nothing was like, oh, I'm gonna remember that forever.
Okay, that's fair.
No, one character was like, "Oh, that's gonna be the new final girl, or that's gonna be the new fool or jock or something." Like nothing. In my personal opinion, other than the environment, nothing of this movie is a standout.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Our dog is just chatting back there.
Yeah.
Gizmo says Coldplay is Norwegian, same director who did the feminist version of Tomb Raider, Roar Uthog. I worked with him when he directed Hellforge in 2012, a TV series. Oh, that's cool that you worked with him.
Yeah,
I like Coldplay 2 better than the first. Someone else said that earlier in the stream.
Nikki said it.
Yeah, Victoria Wing in Coldplay is a good friend of mine. She played in 2 of my movies also. I do love the production design in Coldplay. You make movies? We need to have a chat more. You should come on. Oh, we have already said this, that you should come on sometime. Astrid Sather did it. She used over 2,000 liters of coffee to put on the walls around the hotel. Cool.
Okay, it looked like somebody had just like smoked like packs upon packs of cigarettes in there. I couldn't tell if it was blood spatter or like nicotine residue dripping down the walls.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't know when this thing was built, but
Can you chill back there? I'm sorry.
yeah, it's never been like this. Not too often.
Hello, welcome. I think you're new
Hi.
here. I think you all will like Sister Abby. Is that a movie?
What is Sister Abby?
I cried. Okay. I'll have to look that up. Watched it last week and been looking for a live to discuss it with. Is this a movie or a show? Fill us in. I'm curious. Okay, so least favorite scenes. I'm assuming you have some, but do you have any least favorite scenes?
It was the one that stuck out for me was the Mika and Ingun scene, just because it was like, it made me uncomfortable a bit. But that was mostly it. A lot of the bits I've focused on were just like the same bits, like over and over. But that was the one I was just like, ugh, stop it. So yeah, that was my least favorite.
You stop that. Yeah, I wrote down super glue. I thought it was gross too, but it's not even like it's a least favorite thing. Like it's a favorite thing too, because I thought it like if it makes me cringe, then it's well done, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you?
You know what? For as much as you said that, I only have one scene I don't like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I think you can really pick this movie apart if you really wanted to. But yeah, it wasn't. I just was in for the experience, and like I said, I don't think it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. There's just a lot of choices I don't think I would have made. But one of the things I did like really frustrate me is the Inga goes back into her room after the guy she's in like the bathroom. She's checking the bathroom. The guy like walks past her into the bedroom, and then she walks to the bed to get something, turns around, and then drops her locket, and then the guy's behind her right away. We've seen this whole layout of the room in the previous scene. The bedroom is not very fucking big. There is no chance in hell that she did not see him. No way. Not one. I could have like understood if maybe he was under the bed or something, but that dude's too big to fit underneath that little bed. Like, I was like, no way did she not notice. I would have preferred it if she saw him and then ran, and then like as she's running, you get the jump scare of him like pushing her up against the wall or something.
Yeah.
It's just my suspension of disbelief could not handle it.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that, to be honest. But I saw it on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes. Okay, Sister Abby. Yeah. Yes, rest in peace, David Lynch. Very sad. A short film that I saw on Reddit a while back and found the director, and I'm just excited to see what's next, but I have nobody to discuss that film with. LOL. Like, I was crying. I'll have to look it up after this.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I'm curious. Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Thanks for joining us tonight, buddy.
What's Ari Aster's short? something wrong with the Johnsons or something.
Is that an Ari Aster one?
Yeah, that was Ari Aster's first film.
That was a fucked up one.
Yeah, you should go watch that.
Don't make people watch that. Sure, it's really messed up.
If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
I need to see it. I love to cry. Oh, his short is Johnson's. That's how he started A24. Yeah. That's a really messed up one. That's a fun one.
Mhm. Have you seen it?
I
Dave?
haven't, no. But
Oh yeah, you should check it out after this.
Good times.
It's not like super scary or anything. It's just
It's
super
just
fucked up.
Uncomfortable.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I will give it a watch, but it sounds like it's going to be an experience.
It is.
It is.
Do you have any final thoughts about the killer?
Just loved the costume. Didn't like the origin. That's the point, actually. I like the costume, but I don't like. It's like how like in the Halloween films, the original ones, it's like I'll go with it, but why the fuck does Michael know how to drive? It's kind of like that, where I was like, hold on, he was buried when he was a child, so what was he doing until he killed the person who was presumably wearing the snow gear? Was he just like what was he doing up until that point? So like, yeah, the more I think about the origin, the more I dislike it, which probably means why I'm gonna watch the third one now to find out what he was doing until he got the cool costume. But
I want to know too. Like, how did this kid survive out there in the snow? I have questions now too.
Well, it kind of states that nobody's been in the hotel since 1975.
Yeah.
So like he's clearly been living there. I'm also in the curiosity of what he's been eating this entire time for 40 years, but
Yeah.
30 something years. But yeah, he's at shelter.
Shelter, yeah, but you need more than shelter to survive. You need running water. Like,
There's water, running water. It's gross water, isn't it?
It's gross water. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like
maybe-
brown. You're not going
maybe-
to drink that.
Maybe
Melt the snow?
Maybe it. Yeah,
Can you melt the snow and drink it? Is that sanitary?
boil it.
I think it'd be okay because isn't it just like frozen like rain?
Yeah, I guess.
It's super dirty. Like
Oh.
you'd be amazed.
Stop barking at Chucky.
You'd be like amazed about how dirty it is. If you like take like just go outside and like put a handful in and then melt it in a bowl.
Is
It's
it gross?
it's surprisingly really dirty.
We're gonna experiment and do that this week.
Yeah.
I'm
So
curious.
if you melt it, but then you just have to boil it, and then you'd almost have to like strain it
Okay.
because yeah, there it is like there's dirt or there could be pebbles in there or like
Yeah.
you don't even know.
Okay, well, anyway, he's got water then. He's got shelter. Food. How is he going to have food last him for 40 years? He's a kid. How is he going to have these survival skills?
You just how does any kid that ends up in the wilderness survive?
I guess.
And they survive until like they're
Mowgli,
Tarzan.
Mowgli lived with the animals. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tarzan.
Mowgli, Tarzan. You just adapt. You survive. That's it. Maybe he was eating all the wild game.
You'll get sick eating snow. But yeah, I guess if you boil it. You get to know everything of the past in the third film, and that is a big pile of shit. Sorry, my Canadian French. Yeah, I'm curious now though, so I probably will finish this series. Do you have anything to add for the killer? Or?
No, I really like the look actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I thought that the look is really good.
Okay. Scary rating, rewatchability, and would you recommend?
Scary, not really, but I don't because it was like a slasher. I don't necessarily think it was trying to be particularly. But yeah, so it wasn't that scary for me. Like on a like a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably like put about like a 3 because I think there was like a couple of jump scares and the like you said the the leg glue bit was gross. So yeah, but yeah, the 3 for that. Rewatchability. Maybe. I'm not gonna rush to watch it again. But I might at some point, if I'm at a loose end for what to watch, I might go back to it and recommend. I literally wrote, yeah, but not top of the list.
Okay, that's fair.
My scary rating?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2 for the leg gluing scene, I guess.
Yeah.
That's strictly it. Rewatchability, maybe. Maybe if I'm in the mood for an ugly looking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody's saying Cold Prey 2 is better. I am curious to rewatch that. So maybe, or to watch that. So maybe if I'm in the mood to do a double feature playthrough of these movies,
rewatch it before.
Yeah, and at least I would end hopefully be ending on a better note.
Okay.
So maybe. And recommending, check it out. See what you think. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe this is the hidden slasher from 2006 that nobody else has ever seen or heard
A
about.
lot of people do like it.
I've seen that. So,
yeah. For me, scary rating's a 2, and I'm gonna say for the gluing the leg scene 2, and for throwing the bodies off that ledge. I'm really bad with the height thing, heights, and so that freaked me out a little bit when she was getting close to that edge. But that's really the only scary part. Rewatchability, I'm not in a rush to rewatch it either. Maybe in a few years I might rewatch it to give it another chance with subtitles, though, not dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
And would I recommend? Yes, because a lot of people do like this movie. When I posted it on Twitter, Ash from Ashes and Ashes, she liked this. She was on for a trivia.
Mm-hmm.
She likes this movie a lot. And there are people that like this movie. It's a 2000 slasher. People like that shit, right? I didn't mind it. So I would recommend it. Final movie rating as a whole. We rate our movies with emojis. Let me pull them up and they'll cover our face and you can let me know. A 1 is the poop and a 5 out of 5 is 100. If you're somewhere in between, you can say a high thumbs up or a low thumbs up. What are you rating this?
A high, yeah, a high okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brendan?
I'm kind of set on an eye roll.
Okay. I'm going to go low okay.
Okay.
2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Let me see if I can find some. Oh, can you stop, Bruce? We're gonna go up soon. I'm gonna pull up some fun facts here, but let's see what Gizmo say. Nah, don't watch Norwegian horror. Go to Denmark or Sweden. Night Watch is amazing. And Bridget from Traer, Antichrist.
Ooh.
Antichrist Norwegian?
Yeah, because it's thingy, isn't it? Lars von Trier.
Yeah.
His films are something else. And Antichrist, I watched because it was. I'd seen most of a lot of Lars von Trier stuff, and I hadn't seen Antichrist. I was like, oh, I'll watch this. There's if you do watch it, there is a bit where I turned away because I was like, I don't want to see that, and the noise alone made me gag. And you'll know which bit it is if you watch it. You'll.
I watched Antichrist.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
I didn't like it. It was so slow.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason, though. But I understand that it's gross. But yeah. I love the poop symbol. I want everyone to rate poop. So cute. Smile on the poop. Big shout out to Happy Sanjo for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I don't know how to see who got them. I'm still new to this. Is there a way to figure that out? Does anyone know how to figure that out? But thank you. Either way, we appreciate it. Also, I watched you on Late Night with the Davy, and I would love to have you on sometime if you're ever interested. But you let us know, Koi. No pressure. But I think it would be fun to have you on sometime. But look at the chat through YouTube. Oh, okay. Then I can figure out. Thank you. I'm new to this. Thanks for the gifted memberships. Yeah, let's see. So I go on to our live, I guess, that we're in.
Yep.
And then no, that didn't work. Oh, okay. I can see it now. Bucket of Chum, My Chunky Jordy, Horror with Nads, Nikki, A Night of Horror. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Just making sure I read them all. Okay. Yeah, still new to this whole thing.
Yes, we are.
But thank you. Appreciate it. I'm new here. Is YouTube the way to stay connected with your channel? Yeah, we're on Instagram. I'm on X.
Yep.
It's all under Our Life in Horror, so you can chat with us really on any platform. But we do live shows a couple times a week. I'm going live Saturday by myself. I'm going to do one at noon Eastern and talk just about my favorite horror movies and talk to the chat about their favorite horror movies. I'm just titling it, What's Your Favorite Scary Movie?
Yep.
Original.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, because you're working Saturday, so I'm home alone. I accept the offer. I'd love to be on sometime. Yay. You can email us ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com to set something up, or you can just DM us on Instagram or something.
Yep.
Either or works. I wish YouTube had a DMing function for these reasons, for collabing with people. But yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Jamie got one also. I missed that one. Sorry. Thank you. I'll go back to sleep, but I am awake in about 4 to 5 hours. Will you still be here then? If so, I say hi. I think David might kill us if we stay for 4 or 5 hours because he's in the UK.
Yes.
And it's got to be like 1 o'clock there. Is it? Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget that short film I want to discuss with you all soon. Yes, I will check that out this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. Just popping in to say hi, and thanks to Gorhor for the membership. Oh, awesome. Hey, Captain Steve.
Captain Steve.
Okay, let me pull up some fun facts, and then
We'll let Dave go bed.
Go to
back
bed.
to sleep.
Are you going to be wired after this now, or are you going to actually be able to sleep?
I'll try my best.
Yeah. Okay. The hotel room in which Ingun is killed and later the others hide in this room is number 237. This is most likely paying homage to The Shining, in which the notorious room was also 237.
I didn't even notice until you said it, and I'm like, oh, it's 237.
Guess what? That's the only fun fact. Fun facts.
You know what? We should have watched the special features. There is like this DVD we got is just like a bare bones DVD, I thought, but it's stacked with like behind the scenes stuff.
If we had time, we should have.
Yeah, like it comes with like a music video. Like this is
What?
like, yeah, this is DVD releases like from back when DVDs were prime.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we dropped the ball there. Sorry, guys. We got one fun fact.
Yeah.
I am now subscribed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, David, for staying awake. Yes, thank you, David. Before we go, do you want to tell everyone where they can find you one last time? And if you got anything going on that you want to promote or anything?
Yes, so I'm on X at Sparkly Goodness. I'm on Blue Sky at hookerrights.bisky. The rest of it. And I think, what day is it? The 17th. There's 3 days to go on the short story that I'm doing the fundraiser with.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's His Body, Her... No, Yeah, His Body, Her Choice. It's $3. All the proceeds go to, or will be going to, Planned Parenthood in America, and there's 3 days left to go on that. So,
Awesome. Yeah, everyone go check that out. I read it and it's great.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Um,
David, do you got a letterbox?
Yes, I do. Oh, hold on, let me
oh,
find out
yeah.
what am I
Brandon's now on Letterbox, so
called. Ooh, good. I'll follow you on that one. Oh,
It
mine's
was last year. I just
you
didn't
didn't
use
use it.
it. Yeah.
What's
Used it
yours? Sorry.
I used it for 3 months.
It's Waistcoat Dave, all as one word.
I think I follow you, don't I?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I can give it to you.
Okay.
After this, yeah.
Oh yeah, if anyone like ends up following me on there, don't expect anything insightful or funny, because I usually put like one sentence things. But yeah.
I don't even leave reviews. I just put my rating and log it so I know I've logged it for the year, and then we usually talk about it on here, so it doesn't matter.
You don't, and it's so infuriating sometimes, because when you put, I knew you were doing the live about Alien, and I was planning to, I was going to catch up with you that day, but I was like, let's see what you put on Letterboxd, and it was like 2 stars, no review, and I was like, what? So,
Sorry, just a little tease.
Yeah. I'm also the same with my letterbox. I am just logging for this year. I'm trying to do the 365. See how I make out.
I think you can do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly say what lives we got coming up. So I've already announced noon Saturday. I'm going live solo. I'm just gonna talk about my favorite movies, and I hope the chat joins in to do so too. I might plan a game. It might be guess the movie from the clip, and I might choose like winter horror movies or something, or I might do guess the movie by the review. I don't know yet. Haven't planned it yet. But I'll do that Saturday at noon Eastern. And then we have a live on February 2nd. We're going to be doing Donnie Darko with Anthony and Allie, another horror couple.
February is far away.
Yeah, it is. I felt like February was really close. That's why I announced that. But anyway, that's a while from now. I'm going to stop announcing things because I think we're going to be doing Wolfman review this weekend if we end up going.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, if we go to Wolfman, we'll do a review on that. But
We're going to Wolfman.
That's not a live, but still, it'll be something. But yeah, thanks for joining us and staying up for this.
no worries.
Always love having you. We should plan something else in the next month or so.
Yeah, cool. My calendar is as ever wide open. So.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks to everyone that tuned in the chat tonight. And do you got anything you want to add, or you're okay?
No, I think we're okay. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for showing up. Sorry for our dog.
Yeah, apologies for this one.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gifted memberships, Koi. Thanks for the subscription, Yoon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but and Ryan, thanks for being part of the Our Life in Horror team, because you are always doing the most.
Killing it.
Yeah. Hopefully see you guys all Saturday at noon Eastern, and stay spooky.